What it be to two movies here. Since this month, I'm doing my reviews for past June films. Here's my review for a comedy classic, and that is Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite premiered all the way back on June 11th, 2004, and pretty much became a pop culture phenomenon. Ever since like Napoleon Dynamite came out, so many people parody the film. Of course, the movie did star John Heder, who sad to say is not that big of a star. I quite like John Heder, but sad to say, Napoleon Dynamite really felt like a one-hit wonder for him. He's done stuff since, like he did that movie with Rob Schneider and David Spade called The Benchwarmers. He did that. What was that skating film he did with Will Ferrell? Blades of Glory. He's done stuff here and there, but he's sad to say he did not break out as he should have, which I know was disappointing because I love John Heder in this movie. He was so good. He was hilarious, entertaining, and this was pretty much like the film that really broke him out. The movie was, of course, directed by Jared Hess, and in it you got John Heder, who plays this like socially awkward teen, named Napoleon Dynamite, who has loads of trouble fitting in. He actually lives with his uncle Rico, who's played wonderfully by John Grius. He also lives with his brother Kip, who's played by Aaron Rose, who, by the way, also did not break out as well. Like, I know the dude who plays Kip stole so many scenes. It's a shame that he did not have didn't hardly do anything since the movie got released. And he also, and not to mention Napoleon, also be friends with this Mexican guy named Pedro Sanchez, and who of course is now trying to run for school president and whatnot. And of course, there is the iconic line of "Vote for Pedro." You also have Hilary Duff's sister, Haley Duff, actually plays the popular teen in school, Summer Wheatley, who of course is also running for school president here. Emily Canner plays the role of Trish Stevens, who doesn't really do like. Of course, she ends up going with. Of course, Napoleon ends up a bit liking her too, but yeah, not Napoleon. I think it was Pedro who was actually spent with her, but yeah, she's a bit like a hothead. Of course, Napoleon does also spend with this woman named Deborah Deb Bradshaw, played by Tina John. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But anyway, Napoleon Dynamite is one of the funniest comedies of 2004. I mean, 2004 was a really cool year for pop culture phenomenon. Of course, Mean Girls got released that year. Then there was Napoleon Dynamite. But yeah, I mean, this definitely was one of the funniest high school comedies to be released in years. It's very quotable. Napoleon, like the character of Napoleon Dynamite, is just one of the most sought out, funny characters there is. I really did like the scene where Pedro was creating like a pinata, but it was summer. I thought that was pretty funny right there. It has some like I said, it has some really fun lines in this. Tina, was pretty good here. Efron Ramirez, who of course, who portrays the role of Pedro. He's so good in this movie. I really love the Pedro character. This like yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've actually seen Napoleon Dynamite, but I used to watch it like when this was on. I used to watch it tons of times back in the days. I remember when this thing first got released. It, of course, actually won an MTV Movie Award. It actually won some Teen Choice Awards. They're not really getting hardly any Oscar love, but that was cool. I mean, this movie is like so popular. It even spawned it even spawned a TV show, an anime TV show on Fox. Which, by the way, the Napoleon Dynamite TV show that premiered on Fox was much better than Had Intentions Being. How did they get rid of that is so beyond me. That show was really hilarious. But that side, the movie was also PG, which was interesting there too. But anyway, yeah, if you guys have never really seen Napoleon Dynamite, but let's be fair, who still has seen Napoleon Dynamite by now, you know? But for some reason, if you guys you've never really seen Napoleon Dynamite, of course, this movie will also make you hungry for potato tots too. You know, put potato tots in your pockets. Okay, cool. But anyway, definitely go watch Napoleon Dynamite. You can watch it. You can find it on Hulu, Fandango Now, Vudu, Apple TV. It's on Hulu. I gotta rewatch this movie again. It's actually been ages since I rewatched Napoleon. Anywho, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen the 2004 comedy classic Napoleon Dynamite? If so, what story? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What were some of your favorite moments of it? Some of your favorite lines? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Team Sign.